Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Make It Good. I'm Alex, and John over at Plaid X2 put out a community challenge for everyone to see how many movies consecutively they could line up as far back as they can to 2023. So just one movie a year, but as soon as you don't have a movie within that year, that chain's broken, that's where you stop. Now, for me, unfortunately, that was 1960. I do have movies in the 50s and 40s, a couple of gaps in there, but 1960, I have 1959, I've got 1961. But yeah, 1960 is where it broke for me, which is a shame because there's actually some really good movies that came out that year. We had Psycho, Magnificent Seven, Eyes Without a Face. I think all three of these were 1960 plus others. And I just didn't have him. So what are you going to do? I'll fill in that gap at some point. But I do have 1961 all the way to 2023, which surprised me because I did think that somewhere in the 2000s, early aughts, I thought I was going to have a gap there. But it turns out I didn't. With each of these years, I took the date that they said the movie released on the back of the box. But occasionally I couldn't find it, so I would do the research somewhere else. But I did find a few discrepancies. So if you see anything that is wrong, let me know in the comments below, and I'll give you an alternate movie if I've got one. So I'm not going to talk too much about these. I'm just going to jump in and show you what I got. 1961, 2023. Without further ado, let's just get into the list. Gorgo. Carnival of Souls. The Great Escape. Fistful of Dollars. Quaidan. Andrei Rublev. Dragon Inn. Rosemary's Baby. Prague Nights. Rankin and Bass present Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The Decameron. The first in the Lone Wolf and Cub series, Lone Wolf and Cub, Sword of Vengeance. Soylent Green. Young Frankenstein. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. The Man Who Fell to Earth. The American Friend. Dawn of the Dead. Alien. Kagemusha. The Evil Dead. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Special shout out to this movie. This was the first date of my mom and dad, so I might not exist without this movie. Thanks, Steven Spielberg. Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Disney's The Black Cauldron. Highlander. Summer School. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Jacob's Ladder. The Fisher King. Reservoir Dogs. Cannibal, the musical. This next one's a little bit of a cheat because both Airheads and PCU came out in the same year. Screamers. Trainspotting. The Fifth Element. SLC Punk. Bullets Over Summer. High Fidelity. Session 9. The Bourne Identity. The Triplets of Belleville. Shaun of the Dead. Mirror Mask. The Host. This next one's another cheat, but it's the Grindhouse double feature of Death Proof and Planet Terror. Repo, the Genetic Opera. Gentlemen Broncos, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Cabin in the Woods, Rock of Ages, Inside Llewyn Davis, Birdman, Deepan, Your Name, Logan, Upgrade, The Lighthouse, The Lighthouse, For Madman Only, A New Old Play, Nope. And finally, for 2023, Fool's Paradise. So that's it. That's my list of all of the movies that I could connect consecutively, one a year. Obviously, there were some gaps in my collection year-wise. I'm going to put the years right there. They're also going to be in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for any movies to fill in these gaps, let me know. Let me know what I can get. You know, if you want to talk about any of the movies, let me know. Let's talk about them. Were there any movies on this list that you've never heard of? Let me know. We could talk about it down in the comments below. So that's the video. I want to keep it quick and simple. You know, like, share, subscribe this video. It will really help me out. A big shout out to John again over at Plaid X2, his channel. Go check him out if you've never seen any of his stuff before. If you're on my channel, you of course have. Come on. So I also want to give a shout out to Alex over at Cinema Inspired because his was the first video that I saw of this challenge. So I'll put his YouTube channel down below in my comments. So that's it for the video, but as usual, watch good movies, eat good food, take care of yourself, someone else if you can, and just try to make it good. Take care now.